team, sitting in first place overall. Navi, how are you doing? Doki, nice to see you. Congratulations, first and foremost. First game, your first win, and your first interview here in Pro League.
Yeah, first of many, hopefully. Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. Now, first question right out the gate. Were you anticipating playing Cafe? Did you want to play Cafe?
We wanted to play Cafe, yeah, but we weren't anticipating it because Penta had the Vegas minor, which Cafe wasn't in the map pool for, so we thought that they only have a couple of days, 5 days or so to prep it. We doubt they were going to let it through, but we prepped it a lot, so yeah, we're happy to play it, and I think that showed.
As somebody who's now had the experience playing it in scrims, we're still going to wait for scrim reports over the next couple of weeks as to how it changes. What are your immediate thoughts on the map?
I really like the map. Like, personally, it's one of the most... I honestly think it's one of the most balanced maps in the game. Everyone's saying it's defender-sided right now. I don't think so. There's so much you can work with. It's a bit like Banked, but more structured. So it's like you take top floor, you push down, or you take bottom floor, you push up. There's so many ways to attack it, and that's why it's great.
What do you think ultimately tipped the scales in favor of the attackers on Kitchen? Because we saw Kitchen be defended 5 times, and every time the attacking teams won.
So for us, when we defended it, we were expecting something like kind of off meta from Penta. So we were expecting like a Ying, a Lion, these type of things, and then they brought the Monty, so that kind of filled that gap. So that kind of pushed us off. We don't really like playing against that. So that is, for us, that's why we lost it. And our attacks were very aggressive, so we kept pushing and taking the gunfights. And I think that's just what happened. We cleared them out of the locations they were in, and we won.
Perfect. So not just preparation for Cafe, but also preparation for Pro League. A big step up from Challenger League into the big leagues now. What were your first steps as a team to ensure that you could compete on the same level as the other teams in Pro League?
Well, for us, we just focus on taking the gunfights and stuff like that. We know that our team is probably one of the most aggressive, if not the most aggressive teams inside EU Pro League right now. We have the gun skill to compete with everyone else, so we're just going to use it. We prepared. We obviously have our strats and everything like that, but we know that that's kind of one step higher than most teams, so we're just kind of going to abuse that, so yeah.
How much have all the ranked games with Fabian been helping you as a player personally? Do you think they've been really excelling?
I mean, Fabian, what can I say? The guy is just fantastic. He has helped me grow so much. What can I say? Like, Fabian, thank you. I love you.
Well, that's as great a note as any to end the interview. It was great seeing you. Congratulations on your first match and your first victory. For your fans, hopefully many more. Anything to say to those fans, to your organization, and to the rest of the people watching at home before we conclude the interview?
Yeah, just a huge thank you to everyone, especially the UK community. They've supported us so much through Prem, Challenger League and all that, so that's a huge thanks. And to our new org, Navi, which is just fantastic. Couldn't be better, so thank you guys.
Perfect. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks. Hello, Fabian. How are you? Congratulations on your matchup.
Thank you, Parker. Very nice of you.
Thank you. Now, I asked Doki the same question. I wanted to ask you it too because I always enjoy your perspective when it comes to new additions to the game. The new Cafe Dostoevsky, what's your immediate read on it, and did you expect to play it today against Mouse?
We kind of didn't expect their ban phase. They banned some maps that we were supposed to ban in my mind, but that's how it goes sometimes. It's a great map. I think it's probably one of the better ones right now. I'm really happy they removed Oregon for it. I would like to see Outback in Pro League as well, though.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of flexibility with Outback, and it definitely seems to be a good map. It would be interesting to see how it would play in Pro League, but I really like Cafe an awful lot too, just simply as a spectator. Doki said that a lot of teams have said that it tends to be quite defender-sided. Now, your matchup might not be the best sample size of that, but is it a statement with which you'd agree?
It's going to be played a lot. It's a good map overall. It's just, I don't know, it's difficult to explain it. It's just, it's going to be played a lot, I think. It's a good map. When they expanded, just like making it larger in the sense of like how big it is, wide and big, I guess. It's just a better map, way better map.
Now, you ran Gridlock today consistently in the hands of Uno. Take us through the way that you think we'll see Gridlock used in Pro League. Is she going to be designed for anti-flank? Is she going to be in a post-plant situation? Is it going to be situational?
Every operator is situational these days, Parker. Gridlock is a great operator in the sense that she has two great guns, and if both of the people that, like the guy playing Gridlock and the other guy fighting him, if both of them hit body shots, Gridlock is going to win pretty much every single time. So it's kind of like a trade operator where you can get free kills where they don't kill you.
Do you envision her taking the place of Nomad on most teams' composition or working alongside Nomad?
It's 50-50. You pick whichever you prefer, really. Smokes on Gridlock is great.
Perfect. Now, you added Uno to the roster, and, well, he really shone today. Broke double digits and seemed to do so quite effortlessly. How have you found the team playing with him being added to the roster?
Only the best players in the world plays for G2. Uno is probably one of the 5 best right now. The other 4 are also in my team, so I'm happy with what we have. We're really performing in practice way better than we did before. And so we're all happy with the addition of Uno.
Perfect. Is this a statement for the upcoming season, the 7-1 over Mouse, to let the rest of Europe know that G2 is back?
There's a major soon. I think that matters more.
Perfect. Well, all the best in the preparation for Raleigh, and congratulations on your victory today. Anything to say to G2, the fans, the viewers, etc., at the end of the interview?
Oh, we have this really nice web shop, Parker. You know, it's www.g2esports.com/shop. That's like where you can buy our nice stuff, and then... Okay, I'm stopping. Otherwise than that, thank you for your support. We appreciate it, and I hope we're going to do a good season for him.
Perfect. All the best in the next 13 matches. I'm sure we'll see you again. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bonsoir, Crapelle. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're pretty darn good. I mean, I've been told that you're not French, so this is the first time I ever hear of this sort of information. That hurts pretty bad.
I'm indeed not French. I'm indeed not French at all.
All right, let's talk about a few things. Now, I want to talk about, well, the bakery position. We've seen a lot of kitchen play. It was an all too successful today in our first 3 matches of Pro League, but you guys played around where you were able to stop Chaos so dead in their tracks they weren't able to even enter the building. How does that really get set up for a defender to play in bakery and then fight against his opponents as they even try to enter from the main door, whilst also not having to worry about his flanks?
Well, I mean, like, there are a lot of crossfire that's pretty easy to get to prevent anyone from entering, right? So for main, like, you had ACs playing Brook and Doc, I think, if I remember well. He's basically cutting like all main side, and God knows that contesting aces in the zone is pretty difficult. Then on the other side, you have Hex playing the smoke inside the bakery. So now that there's only the door and the window on the like small bakery, it's much easier to defend because you have less window to worry about. You just have literally one door, and with the reinforcement on the between the window and the bakery, it's pretty easy to hold the position if it's not opened. And on the other side, same for like for the lounge, like because there is no soft wall, we don't even need reinforcement to hold it very safely. Like if they want to take that zone, they have to push us. Then they are entering our zone of comfort, and they have to push into our angles.
And even if they push into you at that point, and even if you lose the smoke, it's not the end of the day because you would have done enough damage to not really have to worry about the final push into kitchen. So it definitely does make quite a bit of sense. Now, something that Parker pointed out pretty effectively, that you were bringing on your attacking side both Habana and the Thermite and the Zofia to support as well. Was that a response to castle barricades and needing to remove them as fast as possible? Or was there any other mindset behind bringing the double hard breach?
Well, double hard breach is always good, especially on maps like Cafe where you have very long angles, very like walls very far away from where you're actually pushing, so Thermite can't go there. It's also very efficient when teams are playing like mirrors, because then you can destroy them from afar. Then like you said, like for castle barricades, and also in case of if you lose a hard breacher on Cafe, it can say it's very annoying. And since most teams in Pro League now are very aggressive, they try spawn peaks, they heavy roam, like it's much easier. And on top of that, ACS feels very confident on Ibana, so.
Yeah, he did do quite a bit of work on the operator, even if he failed the very first round to play on the op and kind of bring the round back. It was overall the whole setup from the team that didn't really work out. And we saw, of course, the effect of losing the Thermite charge, not just the operator himself due to Evil Eyes that are very well positioned and hidden. We've seen this quite extensively today, actually, and I can't wait to see more of it. But we'll talk about the biggest part now. This team went to Milan, and you got knocked out very quickly. The game wasn't what you were expecting, and I feel that it was a repetition, at least in your mind as the coach, to what happened at 6 Invitational. And the big change was, let's take out Uno and we bring in Corey. Now, how's Corey really working with the team? Have you had time to play with him in Team House? Was there any preparation leading up to this? or you're just kind of going through the motion as time moves on?
Well, like, first of all, I want to emphasize that we didn't get Uno out. Like, he left for good reasons, and I'm very happy for him. The decision to bring Curry was, like, the whole team was, like, really happy to get him. He started fitting very, very quickly into the group as an individual, because we took some vacations when he joined the team, and we only had 3 days of scrims before Vegas. So we had a couple more days to scrim this week, and still, like, went very, very well. He's still making a lot of mistakes, but it's easy mistakes to fix, and he's working really, really hard on it. And I'm very, very confident that you're going to make really big things with this team.
Yeah, I think he definitely has a lot of potential and flexibility, much like Alfama on the squad, to really become a next level player, and that's something that you build up over time, as we've seen in the past with a player like Uno very specifically, now that he has moved on to greener pastures in his mind. But anything you'd like to say at the end of your victory here, 7-4 against Chaos?
Just thanking the fans as always, and thanking everyone that make it possible for us to compete at such a high level and have so much motivation. We had a lot of support lately, like a lot more than at the beginning, and it feels really, really good. And LSCZ, boys.
All right, well, thank you very much, Crapelle. Again, congratulations on your victory. We'll be seeing you at the end of the week for your second matchup here, play day number 2 for EU. Bonne nuit. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Привет, Daniel Joystick. How are you? Как дела?
We are fine. Нормально. Все good.
So, it's pretty impressive to see you back in here. Again, Empire is the Pro League champion, but you very much struggled against Vitality. What was going on there for you?
Yeah, they are a new team for us. We don't practice versus them a lot, so they are playing Pro League before, and they are a really experienced team, so they are really good. And this is a new map for everyone, and it was a little bit risky to play this map. Yeah, but we try, and it was so many close rounds on this map.
Yeah, that end round was very close, to say the least. It was saved by the end by Karjeka, but Mozzie was picked up by your team a few times there, and it was very interesting to watch how effective it was. What was the mindset behind playing the operator, and how was it really built into the strategy for you?
Valkyrie was banned on this map, so we need to play from info, and it was Mozzie. He have drones, he have C4, he can play below and roam, so it was a good operator in our situation.
That worked out pretty well. I don't know about you, but if you know how many times you were actually able to grab a drone and pilot it, because we can't track the number, but I don't know how effective that actually was from your perspective.
I think it was so important for us, because in the end of the round, Karjeka just go up and drone everyone, and we have info about everything, so I think it was really good.
Okay. It was pretty darn good then, and we saw it in a couple of specific sites, especially on the top floor. It was used very effectively by yourself. Now, it was very difficult for you to kind of get into the momentum on the attacking side. Vitality really were able to bring it back. Now, I want you to just guide me through the last few seconds of the final round, because it was very chaotic.
Yeah, we just, in the last round, we want to push the side, because we know that we killed Echo, and we have info about the last one, so we just know everything, but everyone don't want to push, because it will be his mistake if he push. So, and Karjeka just push and kill everyone. I don't know, he's the best.
He definitely is there, and even Parker was like, you know what, that entire round rests on Karjeka's shoulders. He definitely outplayed there, and credits to Vitality, because they weren't peeking against you, they were forcing you to attack them, and that's something that shines in their experience in Pro League. That's not something that you learn overnight. But
yeah, but we watching their games, and Vitality is really passive team. In attack, they're just holding angles like 2 minutes, and then they try to do something, just breach the walls or like that. And in defense, the same. You need to push them to do something. So they're holding everything.
Now, what do you think about Cafe in general, since I assume you watched the last 3 matches that we have today that were also in Cafe? How's things going around with this match in particular and in scrims in general?
Yeah, I think it's a good map. It's a really good experience, and I think everyone liked this map. So we see 3 maps or 4, I don't know. Yeah, it's good map.
Well, probably we'll be seeing more of it then. But with that said, again, Daniel, thank you very much for the interview. Congratulations again on your tight victory versus Vitality, a 7-5, and you're still world champ. Well, Pro League champions at this point. World champions, that's for later. I won't go get ahead of myself. Anything you'd like to say to the Empire fans out there?
Thank you all guys for cheering, and good luck to everyone. Good night.
Okay. Thank you very much, Daniel. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.